If you're anything like me, you've got a backlog. You've got a list of games that you really want to play and you really want to platinum. It's great being an adult at times, you know, having a disposable income. But what comes with a disposable income, unfortunately, comes with extreme time restraints. So I have this massive backlog. It's never ending at this point. It just goes on and on and on. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about some games that I really want to earn the Platinum Trophy and finish 100%. But for whatever reason, I kind of just haven't. And I can't see myself doing them anytime soon. Basically because I just CBA. So the first game in this list is probably my favourite game of all time, which is Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. What a game. This game came out in 2011. I remember getting it when I was like 17, waiting outside the store for it to open at 9 o'clock, skipping school so I'd get home and I could play it for hours with me and my friend. And we'd meet up every couple of hours and exchange stories as to what we've been experiencing in the land of Skyrim. And it's just fantastic. And I played it all the way through about 4 or 5 times. On Xbox 360 twice and on Xbox One twice. I have nearly all the achievements on Xbox One. So that's one of the reasons why I can't bring myself to play it again. However, I really want to have either the PS4 or the PS5 Platinum on my trophy list because I feel like it's firstly, it's probably my favourite game of all time, and I think it deserves to be on there. And it is an excellent game. It is not only is it my favourite, I think it is an exceptional game. And yeah, it came out buggy. It was a Bethesda game, but you know, it's got its bugs. Remember the time you used to get hit by a giant and skyrocket into space? But other than that, it's such a good role-playing game. You can do so much in it, and that's kind of one of the problems with the trophy list is, although it's not hard, it's actually really easy. It's just such a time sink, and I wouldn't be going for just the platinum. Of course, I'd be going for all the DLC, and again, there's a substantial amount of DLC, and I just know, looking at it, I'm like, that's 200 hours of my life. I've already spent easily 800 to 1,000 hours on this game. Do I want to revisit it? Then that's what creates this internal struggle within myself, within PlatinumBro, being like, I really want the trophy list. I really want to platinum the game. I do want to play it again, but also, I really just can't be arsed. So the next game is probably my third favourite game of all time, which is The Witcher 3. Very similar experience with this game. I didn't play it until it'd been out for about a year. I think I played Witcher 2 on the Xbox. Was it the Xbox or was it the 360? I can't really remember. And I thought it was a pretty good game. I didn't think it was amazing, but I did finish the game. I enjoyed it. I don't remember being like, wow, in awe at how good it was, but I do remember having a fairly good time with it. And then I went on Witcher 3 a little bit later, around maybe 2016, and I was like, holy shit, this game is absolutely unbelievable. I've since went on and bought loads of Witcher merch, listened to some of the audiobooks, watched obviously the TV series, and it's just such a great game, and it really paved the way for Witcher to really blow up in all respects. And the game again is really amazing. I never earned 100% on Xbox One when I played it. I think I got most of it done, but there's a few reasons why this one, unlike Skyrim, which is a time sink and easy, this one is a time sink and it's pretty damn hard. So this trophy list involves finishing the game on Death March, which is the hardest difficulty. You know, it's no cakewalk, it's not really easy, and there's two kind of ways you can do it. You can either play through the game and then replay it on the hardest difficulty, or you can just go for it straight off the bat on the hardest difficulty. And because I know I've played the game all the way through, I wouldn't want to play it 2 more times, so I'd have to go in on Death March. And even on Death March, it's still about maybe 100 hours, including collectibles, which are missable, the Gwent cards, and it's kind of like, I know I would need a guide, quite a detailed guide, for every single level to make sure I don't miss these Gwent cards, which would just be so frustrating. And I have seen guides on YouTube, and they're like 5 hours long, and I'm just like, so I'm going to have to play this amazing game, yes, which will be awesome, but there's going to be so much trophy hunting work to be done around this game that again, it's been putting me off a little bit. Next is XCOM 2. Now, most of these games I've played before, and I played XCOM 2 on the Xbox One back in the day, and I love turn-based strategy games. I think they're fantastic, and I think XCOM, I haven't played that many, but I think XCOM is the best I've experienced. I played XCOM, was Enemy Unknown the first one? Or XCOM, you know, Enemy Within. I think I played both of them. I love the series, I love the ideas, and obviously XCOM 2 is a sequel to that, and it's just like fantastic story. You know, you get to build your own squads, you get to name them, and you get so attached to them, and they can die. And if they die, you've just lost members of your family, basically. It's brutal, especially when you like make their name and then give them a biography, which is what I used to do. It used to be absolutely devastating whenever I lost somebody. And again, this trophy list actually can be exploited. I'm not going to go into that too much, which I would never do anyway. This trophy list is a 9 out of 10. It's one hell of a hard game to play and beat and master and get the 100%. And that's because of a few specific trophies. One of being finished the game on Legend difficulty, and then one of being beat the game on Commander Plus in Iron Man mode, which are extremely complicated versions. Iron Man mode is where the game basically auto-saves after every turn, so there's no scum saving at all. And then that means when people die, they are gone forever. And people dying is not just like an emotional thing, like you level up these characters, and when they're gone, you have to bring in recruits level 1, and towards the end of the game, you could basically make it too hard to finish if you lose too many people early on in the early stages of the game. So you kind of have to be so good that you can keep your team alive and continue to win encounters. And to be honest, I don't think I'm that good. I don't think I'm that good at strategy games because I get impatient and I kind of always rush in, especially in the first 3 or 4 turns when you don't know where everybody is. I'm kind of just like, let's go, 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 and then you're all dead. So that's kind of why I don't want to play XCOM, because I'm scared of it. Finally, we have DMC5, Devil May Cry 5, an 8 out of 10. It is returned, from Devil May Cry 4, so many years, quite a big break. And I love Devil May Cry 4. It was actually the only Devil May Cry game I've ever played, but I remember playing it on the 360 being like, wow, what is this game? It was so cool. Nero and Dante were just exceptional, and they're both back in this game with more characters. And I really want to play it, but again, this one's kind of, I CBA this one for a few reasons. This one's an 8 out of 10 difficulty, and that is challenging. And I spoke to my good friend Guy Frisky, and you could definitely guide me through it. And a lot of people on my Discord have been finishing this game as of late. And it's about 100 hours, an 8 out of 10. But what makes it difficult is the fact that you have to do the game on all 6 difficulties. The difficulties do not stack. Thank you, Capcom, for that one. So you have to play through the game 6 times. But not only that, you have to play through the hardest difficulties, which of course is finishing the game on Dante Must Die, which is essentially a mode where you die in one hit. And you have to get an S rank on all of these levels as well. So you have to get an S rank without getting hit, and the enemies are pretty hard, pretty difficult. And I think I could do it, but it would just require so much time commitment. And it's not, this one's kind of not CBA. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of this one. I would just say I kind of don't want to put in so much time into replaying the same levels over and over again, because there'll be levels in the hardest difficulty which I'd be spending 6-7 hours on a single level. I know like people who've earned the platinum have done that, and it just kind of makes me feel like it would test my patience above anything else. And I don't know if I can be bothered to put myself in a very difficult situation. And that's it, guys. There are 4 games that I do want to platinum, but for whatever reason, I just can't bring myself to do it. Devil May Cry 5 probably is the most likely of those 4 games, because I do want the challenge. I do just want to have it on Joel, my co-host on the podcast. I just want to be like, I'll platinum Devil May Cry 5 too. I just want to do it for that reason pretty much alone. Let me know down below, is there any games you want to play and for whatever reason you cannot bring yourself to play? Because I have none of these games in my backlog yet. Actually, no, I have Witcher 3 in my backlog. And I look at it sometimes, I just go, if only Witcher, if only Geralt, we could go on an adventure again, but it doesn't look like it's made to be, bro. Doesn't look like it's made to be. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.